Here's a jug. Can't tell. It feels pretty dang solid. Hey guys, and welcome back to Adventure Archaeology. If you're new to the channel, my name is Brandon, and today we're going to be heading out to a local creek in search of valuable antique bottles. If you're new to the channel, be sure to reach right down there and hit the subscribe button because you don't want to miss out on our future adventures. Without any further ado though, let's go jump in the water. Alrighty, now that we're in the water, I was just explaining to my wife that there's several different kinds of creeks in Alabama. This creek right here is one of the more odd creeks. The water level doesn't seem to go down even during the time of year whenever it's drought season. So we always just kind of walk a little carefully and make sure that we don't pass anything up, like that whiskey neck. But there's tons of rocks in here. And this time of year, they're pretty slick with the leaves laying on top of them. So today she's gonna be carrying my potato fork and using it kind of like a walking cane so she won't slip and fall. There's the first antique of the day, babe.
Fan.
It's a box fan. She was just like, we're in the middle of nowhere, guys. Okay, so how far do you think we're out here? Forever? She's never been here before.
An hour?
Yeah, I mean, we're an hour out from probably the closest town. And she was like, this doesn't look like there was ever any houses or anything around here. And there were houses that all lined the banks of this creek. So through the years, people would throw trash in here, people would come down here and swim, and that's how the majority of the bottles wound up in this spot. So we're hopeful today that we'll find something cool. We'll keep you posted and get back with you when we do. All right, I think I got a bottle down here. Can't tell if it's gonna be modern or if it's gonna be old. Oh, it's old beer. Just like an AB beer, but that's definitely turn of the century, probably into the 1920s. That's what we're looking for. Thankfully, the water seems to be settling out right here. It was really deep back up that way, but the further we go down, it's starting to get a little bit more shallow, and maybe we'll find something good. We haven't been in here since before the hurricane that came through a couple months ago, so still got my hopes up. All right, my wife just got her a beer, except for hers is better than the one that I found. It's got the nice old cork top.
So pretty, the color too.
Yeah, the color of that one's awesome. It's got the serial number, mold number, ABC, all that kind of fun stuff on the bottom. Let me see the top of it. See, that one's got that better top.
It's like so pretty.
Yeah, that looks, it looks like the Budweiser ones. The Budweiser ones look like that. Surprisingly, we've never found a Budweiser one in this creek. I'll flip this over where y'all can see the bottom a little bit.
I can't wait.
K38. Yeah, that one's gonna look really good. You'll probably display that one, won't you?
Oh yeah.
She has her bottle displays and I have mine. All right, guys, we had to swap spots, and sadly my wife had some stuff to do, but I am at a creek that I haven't been to in a little over a year. This is one of my favorite spots, but it's a long drive for me. As you can see, there's been other people here, and they have left some remnants of some stuff behind, like this straight side Coke right here. Just gonna see if I can get a town off of it for y'all. Looks like it's gonna be a Birmingham. There's a button that somebody left behind. I'll definitely put that in my pocket without a doubt, because that's what I like to fill some of my mason jars full of. There's a bottom to a jug, and there's a ton of glass just scattered all over the place in here. So I'm a little hopeful that whoever piled all this up may have missed something pretty good. So let's get on down the creek and see if we can find something cool. All right, just picked this one up right here. It was probably an old beer. You can see it's got the round bottom. A lot of time the Birch's Belfast look like this with that round bottom. And for those of you that are curious, they did that for a reason. That was so you couldn't stand the bottle upright and it would keep the cork moist where it wouldn't dry out and leak the contents all over the place. It's a pretty cool bottle. I hate that the top's sheared, but that's kind of par for the course when you're in a rocky creek. It's usually 50-50. Half of it's broke and half of it's whole. So let's go find something whole. Got a medicine right here. Do y'all see it? Let's see what it is together. It is a slick. Nice and old though. And no damage, so it is complete. That's okay, we'll take it. Let's play a game. Is it embossed or is it not? I'm gonna go with it's not. And I was right. I won that round, guys. That's okay. Still a nice turn of the century bottle. There's a lot of glass right here, guys. Like this piece right here. That was a big old distillery bottle from Troy, Ohio. That would have been pretty neat. I'm seeing a lot of stuff though washed up right here onto this bar. Is this one embossed? That one's not embossed. We should have continued the game on that one. there is a ton of glass without a doubt. So I'm still hopeful. I'm really looking for a soda today. I'd like to find at least one soda. That's my goal. All right, I see a bottle right over in there. There again, this is one of those silty creeks, or if you don't get what you're looking at pretty quick, it disappears in the silt. So, let's see if I can get it. I did get it. It's gonna be a modern Pepsi. Wow. Never fails, you're in a really nice old area and you get excited whenever you see a bottle and it ends up being something modern. That's funny. Either way, it doesn't belong in the creek, so we'll get it out. I'm gonna start a bunch of little piles and just kind of grab them as I go whenever I come back. Got one laying right here. This one looks a lot more promising. And it's a slick. Oh my goodness. It's probably a 20s or 30s bottle. But man, I thought that was gonna be a soda for sure. Should have known that was too easy. All right, I see a jar down here. Let's see if it's a good one. Looks like it's gonna be. Let's set it down right here and take a look together. Dropped it right on that limb. That made a funny noise. Oh yeah. Nice early ball jar. We'll take that. Last time I was here, I dumped one out and it had a tax token in it. So I'm probably gonna leave that muck in there until I get onto the bank where I can dump it out and make sure that I don't dump a bunch of silver coins or something out. That would just be my luck. So let's get it over to the bank. All right, I see another jar right here. Looks like it's gonna be a cur. That's what it looks like I see embossed on it. Looks like it may be an earlier one too. It says Kerr, self-sealing trademarking mason. Let's dump it out right here next to these that I set down. See if we see anything in it. Nope, no coins in that one. And let's check this one too. No coins in that one either. You can never be too sure, right? Check this out, guys. That's Cobalt. Beautiful blue. There again, probably a 1930s or 40s bottle, but hey, it's whole and it looks really good. Starting to find some stuff. It's just been one of those days where it's kind of sparse, but that happens. And as we find stuff, we'll pick it up. So let's just keep going and maybe I'll find that soda that I'm looking for. See a bottom to a jug right there. Can't tell how broken it is, or yeah, it is broken, sadly. Let's see. Would have probably been a nice 1 or 2 gallon jug. Man, scared me for a second. I thought it may have been whole, but being on the rocks like it is right here, I should have known that it would have been broken up. That's okay though, still a good sign. One thing I've learned when in a creek like this one right here is that, believe it or not, when you're walking, the moss covered rock like this right here has a lot more grip than that mud covered stuff. So if you're worried about slipping, actually stick to the moss. And I know that kind of goes contradictory to what a lot of you may think, but trust me guys, it makes a huge difference walking on this. Last thing you want to do, like today, there's no cell signal where I'm at and I am solo about 1.5 hours from where I live, is to go down with a broken ankle. So you don't want to get stuck in the middle of nowhere and have to drag yourself out. So I just be a little bit more cautious and move a little bit slower. But overall, this is a beautiful spot. I know I've mentioned this before on the channel, but the future of this hobby is the younger generation. And I wanted to give a special shout out this week to a 10-year-old bottle hunter up in Tennessee. Aiden Harvey, if you're watching, keep up the good work, man. There's not many young guys like yourself out there hunting for bottles. Keep it up. You'll find something awesome. I promise you, there's some good stuff out there waiting on you. First soda piece in a while. It's another straight side Coke. And it's going to be from Birmingham as well. So there again, just enough to keep me going. You keep seeing good pieces, you got to keep going until something good pops up. That tells me there's something here. We're just gonna have to uncover it. Still got a pretty good ways to walk. So let's see if we can come up with something pretty good. There's another bottle right there. That's a broken, more modern Pepsi. It just kind of shows you how stuff kind of congregates around these roots. There again, leaving a pile here, and I'll grab it on the way back out. It's been pretty slow back there. I had a piece of a soda water, and it looks like right here there's going to be a piece to a knee high. This is from Columbus, Georgia, so that's kind of right down there where it originated. So not a ton of stuff, but that right there is a good drinking glass candidate, so it's definitely going to come out with us. Looks like there's a deep pocket right here that may be a good catch. We're going to search it and down around the bend a little bit more and see what else we can come up with. This creek just has a weird array of stuff, more mason jars and deco stuff than anything, but I have found a couple of hutches in here. Look at that color shining through. Let me see if y'all can, surely y'all can see that. Oh, it's modern. Should have known with that color. All right, 2 bottles right here. There's one there and there's one up there. This one looks like a beer. We're gonna grab them fast. Yep, that's a modern beer. Now then, let's see if we can grab this one over here. Here we go. Another modern beer. Wow. Almost fell down for that too and got wet. That's all right, you can't tell you till you get them out of the water. We'll get them out of here regardless. All right, here's a jug. Can't tell, it feels pretty dang solid. Not solid enough. Would have been a nice 1 gallon. Still a good flower pot or something. We'll take that out of here. All right, guys, just snake this one out right here. Got a nice try me. Let's see if I can get a town off of it. Says patent April 27th, 1924, or 24th, 1924. And no town, doesn't look like. So that hurts my feelings, but it is a soda, and that's what I was asking for. So we'll take it and keep on going, see if we can find something else. All right, guys, it was a bit of an interesting day or two. We had some different finds, stuff that we typically don't find a ton of. But I would have to say probably my favorite bottle is still that beautiful aqua beer that my wife found. That's going to clean up and look really, really nice. I did keep the beer that I found, even though it is not as old as the one that my wife found. The Try Me soda that does not have a town on it, sadly. The nice Cobalt looking bottle, which could have been a Milk of Magnesia, but I'm not really for sure what it was. And the 2 mason jars. So those mason jars are going to take a little bit of love. They're going to have to ride it out in the larger tumbler tube. And they should look pretty good, though. We'll just have to see. If you're new to the channel and you did enjoy this video, be sure that you're subscribed, drop a thumbs up, leave us a comment, let us know what you think. We'll catch you guys in the next adventure.